Yo, what up, YouTube? What's up to all the camarada? Shout out to IE, shout out to LA, shout out to OC, shout out to Dago, shout out to Ventura, shout out to Camarillo, shout out to Oxnard, man, shout out to the homies from upstate, shout out to Minnesota, shout out to Denver, shout out to NY, the ones from NY that ain't doing this, you know what I mean? Which I understand some of you cats is running your mouth, but ain't got nothing to do with you. Because if it does jump off, you're not going to do nothing about it. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? All respect to NY, but some of you cats is reckless for the mouth. But what I really want to get into is like this, you know, for the people that really ain't paying attention to the internet, dude, there's a lot of stuff going on between blacks and Mexicanos. It ain't necessarily black and Mexicanos. It's a few stupid black dudes that decided to do some stupid stuff and put it on camera to get clout because they know people will run with it. Understand, people will do anything to be famous. 6ix9ine is a prime example, but I'm not gonna go into him because I just don't feel I need to talk about that chump. You know what I mean? But what you ain't understanding again. Well, let me go back. So you had the incident happen. You know what I mean? And with the Hoovers, and the Hoovers handled it. Not necessarily all the Hoovers, but there was a few Hoovers that jumped in. You know, I ain't gonna say their name because people already know. If you know, you know. But handle this business. He didn't do it along the lines of what the homies would have did. Because if the homies messed up and did something that stupid, then they would have probably got poked up, probably laid out, or they got 6-pack, 3-pack, whatever. They would have got smashed. But that's the nature of the beast. The homies are a lot different than a lot of different people. You know what I mean? It's just we can't expect everybody to adhere to the same rules we do. Just because we might murk them don't mean they should. It's at the end of the day, that's still their homeboy. So it's to teach a lesson. It's easier. You learn more putting hands on the person and humiliate them that way than you will just taking his life, because they don't learn nothing. It's instant death. So shout out to the Hoovers for handling their business, and for the people that don't like it and they say, "Oh, you're a sympathizer," man, get up out of here with that. It's just from one man to a next. You handled your business as a man. It's easy to do this. It's harder to do this. A lot of people nowadays are scared of this, so they'll do this. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them dudes for handling their business. Maybe it wasn't along the lines of what the homies would have did, but shout out to you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. Now you got all these other videos that are starting to pop it up, and you got these lame IG channels pushing the issue. I'm gonna tell you one in particular, Raza something. That channel, dude, is tagging PCs and 2 fibers in it, so that already tells you where his loyalty lies. Because if it was really any channel that was really about the people, they know them dudes are like, you know what I mean? But they do that. Understand that most of these people on IG pumping stuff up, somebody ain't even showing their face. You know what I mean? You got homies that speak on it because they're frustrated. You know what I mean? It's because they want to do something so bad, but they know that you just can't do things to innocent people. You know what I mean? And just look at it. So their focus is more on trying to find the dudes that actually did something of that nature. You know what I mean? Not just random people on the streets. But then you got the other cats that just feel like, oh well, any of them, I just catch any of them. Like there's no consequences to that. Understand that there's on the streets, it's money being made in a lot of different places. You start disrupting certain things, and consequences come to certain cats. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you just don't do. Not jumping on women, not jumping on little kids like that. That's just stupidity. You know what I'm saying? So it like I said, the whole reason I spoke on this is because a lot of these dudes are being led astray. Understand, it's not older cats that's all telling you this. You got cats that's in your same age bracket, but understand, these dudes are not going to be on the front line. Back in the days, I mean, not even back in the days, a lot of these people that are pushing this agenda, they're not even cholos, not even gangsters, they're not even nothing. They're regular cats that feel some type of way about it. But it's funny because it's these same cats that were saying F you and that, oh, cholo vagabundos get this and that. But now they're like, hey, ponle, you know what I mean? You know, let's get this. But they're not going to be on the front line. Some of these dudes, you look at their profiles, these dudes got businesses. They're not going to go out and do nothing. They want you to go do it because they know you used to be in jail anyway. So go ahead, push that line. You know what I mean? Go ahead and smoke that fool. I'm going to feel vindicated by that. But, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be out on the front line. That's how these cats think. Oh, go ahead. It is, you know, go ahead, you do it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it themselves. They're not picking up no pistol to go blast on nobody. They're not running up in no black neighborhoods to try to get it themselves. Man, save that. You got cats from other states like, oh, Cali's not doing this. Cali does what it wants. It's always been like that. Just like Texas does what it wants, NY does what it wants. We don't adhere to each other's rule because we're different. And that's it, and it's a fact. We're different. So when I see I'll just come on here and be like, yeah, Mexicanos this, and you're from over there, but you don't even like us, period. Why are you even speaking, dog? Why are you even speaking? Suburban ass kids speaking like they really want to do something, but you're not gonna do nothing. Half of you fools trip me out because you're saying the N-word, but yet you say nigga. In every video, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that. But you now you looking for the same people that you stealing words from them. Like I don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it. It's like you gotta make up your mind, dog. You gotta make up your mind. It's like me. People say all the time, you know what? Black Mexican, this and that. I'm not Mexicano. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm black and Panameño, but I rock with Mexicanos harder than anybody that I ever rocked with. So I know my side. I know my lane, and I stay there. I don't go back and forth. I'm not every other, when I'm with the homies, I'm like this, and then I go over here, and I'm like, nigga this, nigga. I don't do none of that. Why? Because that ain't my stilo. You can hear it in my voice. But some of you others are so confused. Like, I don't get it, dog. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. You got vodkas like Lennox and all them that's out there. They've been in the mix, so it's like trying to tell them to stop. You know what I mean? You got the homie from 104. He out there doing his thing. What can I say? You know what I mean? He got his rap going on. He been doing it. Shouts out to the homie. His mentality and the way he think is according to the way his environment is. It's war all the time. So there is no peace with him. So I'll just come on there and be like, oh, why you talk to this fool? Because he's about his business. And there's nothing I can really say about it. I may not like all his message, but at the end of the day, he still is a homie. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. Like, we don't go against grain unless we need to go against grain. And how can I tell? That's the one thing I want to explain to a lot of cats that actually pay attention to me. Like, oh, it's not about being negative or positive. It's like, how can I tell a Mexicano not to be frustrated at the fact that people are attacking his gente? It's just, what would I look like? It's like, hold on, which side are you choosing? And let me be as clear as possible. I'm not choosing no side, but I am loyal to the S. That's a fact. I'm loyal to the S. I don't move just because a couple of people say it. Now, if certain people tell me what gotta be did, then I'm all for whatever that needs to be did. But that's only certain people. That ain't the regular individual on the street. Just because you're a camarada, you feel like you can tell me to jump, and I'm gonna say, nah, get up out of here. You might get socked up just for saying something stupid. I'm too old to be playing little kids games. But the whole reason I made this video, even though it's like a rant pretty much, but it's just to tell the young homies out there that ain't with it. Like let me tell you, like I told you, the homie from Linux, he's out there. You know, you see it, he's out there, so he's doing his thing. But for the homies that ain't out there, you ain't got no, and you grew up in these bottoms that ain't got nothing to do. There's no blacks, there ain't nothing. Why? You know what I mean? Why throw your life away for something? If it's that serious, go look for the cats that did it. That's how I say. That's my whole thing. It's like whoever did it should get got. That's plain and simple fact. You know what I mean? It's plain and simple fact. It's not pushy negativity. It's street justice. If you did something, it's like if you did something to my heifer, I'm gonna come get you. Plain and simple. So I'm not gonna try to appease the rest of these people and go out of the way and say, oh, you guys need to stand down, you better not do this. I'm not telling you nothing like that. I'm telling you, if you do what you do, that's just you. But understand, not everybody is rocking with you on that. And it's not just, there's cats that have been through a lot of stuff that just, they're not even tired of it, just feel like it's childish. It's nothing worth entertaining. And I understand a lot of cats have never did nothing, so they want it bad. You got and no shots at these bottoms that have no blacks in their city, but there's some that have none. And it's like in Pacoima, you got the Pyrus, but there's a few of them there, but for the most part they've moved to Lancaster, Pond, all these other spots. So there's only like really 3 black gangs in the valley. So I mean, everybody else is Mexican gang. So you know what I mean? So I mean, you can take it how you want, but it's like, so nobody's really tripping on that front. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's advocating violence. Everybody's pushing according to the way they need to push. It's like I said, if you're in one of those cities where your everyday get down was fighting with this, then that's just you. Nobody can say nothing about that. You're gonna get it the way you get it. like I said, I know I'm going around in circles, but the whole point of this video is just to tell the young homies, like, understand, dog, you can do whatever you feel. You know what I mean? You can try to kick something off, but at the end of the day, not everybody is gonna follow you, dog. You got these dudes that try to pump you up to do certain things, but they're not frontlining nothing, dog. It's gonna be you watchers out there frontlining everything, so you're gonna take the blunt of it. You're like you're taking the blunt of it, straight out. And after you get smoked, only your vodka is gonna ride for you, if that. You know what I mean? Because when people say it's done, it's done. And ain't nothing nobody can say about it. I mean, people will come on here and they'll be like, oh, I'll do whatever I want. No, you won't. You'll stay in your place just like I am. Until somebody tell me something, I'm staying in my place. But I'm not going to down talk the homies that are you know, I see lots of they down talk homies that think with this mentality as far as like want to go do certain things. Nah, you got to understand, man, we all lived in that era, in the 90s, in the late 80s, where it was just cracking. So, you know, I'm not here to change nobody's mind. I'm just trying to give Vatos a different perspective, like to understand that these Vatos that's really pumping this stuff up ain't even from neighborhoods, and the ones that are from neighborhoods probably in spots that they've never really had to deal with. It's like the other homie said, you know, they're in South Central and Inglewood and all these, where it's really, and these other vodkas ain't in that type of spot to where it's gonna get funky. Like, it's easy to go smash on the neighborhood when there's only one black gang in your city, but when you're in a spot to where it's an equal amount of you, that talk is a lot different if you haven't been weathering that storm. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, for the people that handle their business on checking fools that were doing stupid things, you know, shouts out to you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say your name because I don't want to put it out there, especially knowing there's a gang of cops on here. But you know, that's all I can really say, man. You know what I mean? On that note, your boy Zod, keep it positive if you can. If you gotta wreck shit, then wreck it. You know what I mean? But understand, we all gotta face consequences. And until somebody tell me something, your boy Zod will be right here posted. And understand this: I got a target on my head 24/7. But I'll accept that. But not because somebody knows, because I chose to say what I want. You know what I mean? So, on that note, your boy Zod, I'm out.